Alright, today we are making the cooking part of our catch video, catch and cook. Today is what, Monday? Yeah. So we are cooking them on Monday. We caught these on Friday. We just didn't have a chance to get to them this weekend, so we're doing it today. So I'm just making a little catch and cook video with the cook part right here. So we just need a little flour. It's not anything special, it's just your regular all-purpose flour. Crack a couple eggs in here. We're not making a lot, so I'm only going to start with 2 eggs. I might need to crack a third later, we'll see. Alright, so just mix those up. Probably gonna need one more. That's not quite enough for how much fish we have, but we'll wait. Alright, I just like to keep my hands clean, so I'll wash that off. Alright, now we'll make our bread and stuff. So we're just taking some regular old crackers here. Dump those in there, and some people use a Ziploc bag for this. I don't know if you're making a big batch, you can do that, but I like to use like a baking pan like this, just because you'll see it once we get to the fish part of the video. It's a lot easier to do it this way. So I'm just crushing these up, and then we'll add our seasoning. We'll start with salt and pepper. I just kind of tend to make like a pile of it, just so I could see how much is in there. That's probably good. And some salt. Garlic powder. And oh. Good. Some smoked paprika for a little extra taste. And some cayenne pepper to add a little kick to it. Just mix that up in there. Alright. Might need some more crackers, actually. It might not quite be enough. But we'll see. You can always add more. Get this stuff out of the way. Alright, so first what you're going to need to do is have some fillets of fish. So once you got your fillets of fish, put them in the egg mixture here. Make sure it's nice and coated evenly on both sides. Then you'll go to your flour. Make sure you get that on there evenly. After you get it in the flour, back to your egg. Same thing, make sure you get it on both sides. And after it goes back into the egg, and take it over here to the breading. And just take a handful of this stuff and coat it on the top there. Just give it a few pats. If you miss a spot, put a little more on there. There you go. Now we got all our fish breaded. So at this point, it really just depends on how you're cooking it. We're cooking it in an air fryer, so we're only going to cook it for 2 minutes per side at about 375 degrees. If you're using just like your traditional, oil fryer, you can get away with not flipping it, but if you want, you can try and flip it when it's floating. Yes, but either way, it's about 4 or 5 minutes, pretty much, regardless of how you're cooking it. But it's a little easier to use an air fryer, so that's how we like to do it. But nothing wrong with using your traditional oil fryer. So we're just gonna slap these on our cooking sheet here for the air fryer. Probably gonna have to cook it in 2 batches because it's not quite big enough to get them all in there. But we're gonna get as many on here as we can. And that's about all we're gonna be able to get on there. So we'll just pop that in there for a couple minutes. Let's set a timer on our phone. And I forgot to mention, this is, if you're making bluegill, if it's thicker fillets like you would get off of like a walleye or something, you would be better off doing a couple extra minutes just because it's a little bit thicker. But since this is thin stuff, it cooks pretty quickly. Alright, back in. We'll see you in another 2 minutes if we can get the tray in. Struggling. There we go. See you in 2 minutes. Batch is done. We're just gonna pop it onto a plate here. Get that other batch in. Oh yeah, you can tell it's done. It just breaks apart really easy like that. Doesn't that look good? Oh, if only you could smell it too. You can smell all the spices and stuff we put on there. It smells pretty tasty. I'll get this batch going, but for now I think we're gonna call this video good and time to eat for us. We'll see you guys for the next video.